Whenever I want, I'm able.
He does indeed. David, thanks. And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's man in at the point guard position. And for the 76ers. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Harden out there with Maxey. And it's Harris in at the three, the small forward. At this point of the season, Greg, right in the heart of the schedule, what are the biggest challenges for a player?
Kevin, sometimes it's just about knowing what city you're in. The travel in this league is crazy, but you really want to keep focused and sleep and eat right. Vital.
Harden, that's good.
This speaks to the strength that James Harden possesses. He is so good at finishing through contact.
George against Maxey. Shoot from the right block. It's hauled in by Harris. And it's Harris with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Harden finds Tucker. Outside, Maxey. This one for three. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Maxey. Harden's got five.
The three-point shooting of James Harden has always been pure.
Here's man. That shot missing. And Philadelphia the other way now. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnover.
Yeah, I thought the giveaways were a tremendous factor. They were taking some chances on D, jumping in the passing lanes, that sort of thing, and it really paid off for them.
Pass to Zubats. Back to Leonard. 6 to shoot. Dishes it to Morris. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
While he is deliberate, Kawhi Leonard reads the defense and knows when and where to put a pass. That was beautifully done.
And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
Here's man, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Of course, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
The three from Harden, another three for Philadelphia.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to George. The three. Buries it from three-point range.
That last three must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Harden looking it over. Left side, Maxey. Back to Harden. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And the shot goes in from Embiid.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Outside Leonard. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through, even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row. No player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers.
For your Philadelphia 76ers, TNT.
Outside, George. On the wing, Morris. That ball, nice speed that time from George.
Well, you can tell that Mr. Morris doesn't lack for confidence. This guy is ready to shoot as soon as it touches his hands.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside, George. over Milton. And that one off the back of the rim and in. George has got 5.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Plumlee, he's checked in for Zubats. Batum comes in for Morris. Norman Powell's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Terrence Mann.
It matters not if you're staying attached and connected to Paul George. He's got the height and release point to get it off anyway.
Harden the pass to Milton. Westbrook against Harden. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Back to Westbrook. He kicks it to Batum. Back to Westbrook. Puts up a 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Harden outside. Lays it up off the glass. 16 points for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Plumlee, the pass to Batum. George against Harris. 5 on the clock, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. McDaniels checked in for P.J. Tucker, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for Tobias Harris. Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
The 76ers leading by 6. 12 seconds left in the first quarter. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9. Here's George. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots.
17. And your Sixers, you.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Harden out there with DeAnthony Melton. Then there's Jalen McDaniels. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's Niang in at the 4-man position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
James Harden, simply stated, is putting it to the defense right now. Somebody has got to step up and get the ball out of his hands.
Clippers trail by 8. Outside, George. Back to Westbrook. The pass to Leonard. Outside for George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
3 points.
Leonard's got his 4th assist in this one.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Here's the teardrop, and the layup good by George. George has got 16.
How about the triple drive ability of Paul George, the quick handles for a guy his size.
And the 76ers decide to take their first timeout here. And in this era of positionless basketball, of course, we're starting to see some guards who end up playing in that dunker spot, down low, more than on the perimeter.
Let's call them little big men, Kevin. Guys like Bruce Brown, Gary Payton II. These are powerful athletes, unbelievable vertical spacers. They set great screens. They can finish as a roller. I love the use of these undersized guys who don't necessarily shoot it well in this role.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Embiid comes in for McDaniels, and Maxey subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. Westbrook kicks to George. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. He's got 18.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Up top, Embiid. He's covered by Leonard. Back to Harden. Puts up a three. Drills the three-pointer. Harden's got 29.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Harden against Westbrook. Here's Leonard, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
Well, the offensive effort pays off for Kawhi Leonard. Right now, getting the defense into the mid-range area and then rise and fire.
Harden, and again, it's Philadelphia.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Passes it to Powell. The three from George. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Harden, no good. Clippers trail by 3. Fires from deep, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And he is having an unbelievable game from three-point range. How long can he keep this up?
And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-round.
You're asking for trouble now if you let Paul George get room to run. Excellent transition and superb at getting himself in the right position.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Los Angeles. And here's George for 3. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one.
George for 3.
The 76ers trail by 3. Harden outside. Embiid in the corner. Shoots over Leonard. Embiid, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Timeout called the 76ers. Without question, George is playing his skills today.
Boy, he's really had their number. They need to make some kind of adjustment during this timeout.
And the 76ers with some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for George Meehan. Tobias Harris comes in for Harrell, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for Maxey. And then for Los Angeles, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Plumlee, and Morris subbed in for Powell.
Versatile, relentless. James Harden, so tough to slow down.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Westbrook against Harden for the 3. They grab their own miss. Embiid kicks it to Tucker from outside the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball. Tucker's got his first 3 points of the game.
I know he's not the most efficient long-range shooter, but Tucker hits enough of those to space out the defense.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Harden with it. Guarded now by Morris. For 3, Harris. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. 23 seconds left in the first half of the game.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance of momentum away from your opponent.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Oh, my. James Harden with a statement right there.
Leonard fires away from outside. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. James Harden getting it done for the Philadelphia 76ers. And with his work in that quarter, he has 5 3-pointers in the game now. Quite a showing from long range. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Doc. A high-scoring affair in the first half. Did you think coming in that it would be this kind of a shootout?
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game. James Harden was the man in the first. He ended up with 36 points and 4 assists. And that'll do it for us.
Here come your Philadelphia 76ers.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. And Embiid gets it to go.
And the stretch 5 capabilities of Embiid, just another layer of his game that makes him so dangerous.
Here's Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Assisted by
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. The deep 3 from Harden. It's hauled in by George. Clippers trail by 4. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Westbrook with it. Maxey covering. Goes up on the high post. It's hauled in by the 76ers. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Harden against Westbrook. To the right side. And Tucker kicks to Harden. Jacks up a 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Harden's got 41.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Fires the 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Leonard the pass to Westbrook. That's tipped.
Well, statistically not the most imposing shot blocker, but he gets every bit of that one, did Tucker.
Out to the right wing. Philadelphia moving the ball over. From deep, Harden sinks the triple. Harden's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And the Clippers call time here.
Teams take on the attitude of their city. And over the years, Philadelphia has been one of the Sixers known for having tough teams, much like the town.
And Philadelphia making a change here. McDaniels checked in.
your 76ers youth dance team.
And the Clippers have possession. A 12-point game. Inside, Zubac to stop the run. And Embiid with the block.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
The 3 from Harden. Good, he hits again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Here's Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers. And Greg, you mentioned the 76ers have taken on the identity of Philadelphia. In your estimation, how?
You know, you go all the way back to the 80s. This has been a team that plays hard, focuses on defense, gritty, much like their city, so they tend to play with a chip on their shoulder.
Here's Gordon. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Harden outside. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks chips.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
A different look for the Clippers. Plumlee comes in for Ivica Zubac. Man subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. There's 1:54 left in the third. And Jalen McDaniels picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here is Plumlee. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Highland. Kicks it out to Gordon. To end the cold streak, it's good from long range.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
Harden gets the bucket.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Pass to man. Here is Plumlee. Highland passes to man. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Harris has got 4 rebounds in this game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
The 3 from Harden. And again for 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Craig, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game. Sinks the three-pointer.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
The 3 from Harden connects again from distance.
There it is. A shot that puts him at the top of the record book.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
And I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Harden outside. Shoots the 3. Good! Another from 3.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful 3.
A new single-game record, GA, in a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. 76ers on top, just dominating this one. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with Harden on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. We've got DeAnthony Melton. He's out there with Shake Milton. And it's Harrell in at the 5, roaming the paint. That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead. Didn't settle for anything outside and went right to the rim. And the crowd letting him know they appreciate his greatness.
Well, he's been nothing less than great. 3-pointers at a historic level.
I'm not sure I've seen a player this dialed in from deep. Every time he lets it fly, you know it's going to fall.
changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. PJ Tucker comes in for Daniel House. And it's Harden in for DeAnthony Melton. The pass to Highland. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Morris kicks to Gordon. 4 on the clock. Yep, that one goes.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Harden outside. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Connects from three-point range.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Highland, the step-back jumper is good.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Harden outside. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. He got it again! Sensational!
He's scoring at an insane level here, folks. The defense powerless to slow him down.
Yeah, he's on a mission, closing in on 3rd place all-time in scoring.
And Wilt Chamberlain holds both the 1st and 3rd place scoring marks. First, of course, for 100 points, and 3rd place all-time with 78. Anytime Wilt's name comes up, you are making history.
All night. He just won't let up.
Highland passes to Gordon.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Takes the 3. Hits it again. Wow!
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages.
Well, he has already cleared Wilt Chamberlain's 78 points. Next up is Kobe's 81. And if he passes that mark, the basketball world is going to be talking about this guy for years.
The 3 from Harden. And another one falls.
And he is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record books.
That score moving him clearly into 2nd place for most points in a game.
To think that he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81 and now has his sights set on 100, this is a game you'll be talking about for decades.
And good! He hits it again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Here's Mann. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his 2nd.
And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late.
Korkmaz kicks to Harden. Lets the 3 fly. Another one goes. Incredible.
He just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. GA, I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on right now. And stolen by Dedmon. Harden outside. Here's the 3. And again for 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that 3-point shot.
We've got 1:28 left in the 4th quarter. And Coffee gets it to go.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the 76ers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for James Harden.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Harrell, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Shake Milton comes in for James Harden.
For the Sixers.
And a switch here also for the Clippers. Highland's checked in, and Philadelphia calls time here. They're ahead by 44. 51 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, James Harden.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
The better he played, the more the... And got it! Another basket!
He set a new all-time record for scoring in a single game.
Well, Greg, a record that was for so long thought to be untouchable. He continues to amaze.
And Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game has been surpassed. Pick up the phone, let everybody know something special has happened here tonight.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Joel Embiid. Harrell comes in for P.J. Tucker. Korkmaz checked in for Milton. And it's Shake Milton in for James Harden. And Philadelphia calls time here. They're leading by 47. 40 seconds left in the game.
Timeout for the Sixers. Looks like it's T-shirt time, fans. Who wants the shirt?
Some changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. P.J. Tucker comes in for Harrell, and it's James Harden in for Korkmaz. Harden outside. The tray connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. And again, and the turnover by the Clippers.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Another three for Philadelphia.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
The three ball. And another one. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Here's Highland. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous.